Lark Hill, and the first of our hunter chases is the restricted hunter chase over 2.5 miles. 0 to 100, as we're fully aware. Highbury Lass for Pontypool Racing along with Loose Change. Mind Your Head for Martin Leadham. Teasel Langlow for Padraig Hogan. Matt Cooper's Two Tasty Snacks. Alex Cherry's Awari Shakab. Sounds like Awari Kebab. Stu Gray's Felix Leclerc, Blazing Darte for Padraig Hogan, Hollywood Hinson's Devil's Pride, and Impanema D'Amore for Alex Cherry. So a few trainers in here with a couple, desperately trying to get those wins, and maybe even win the, well, I'm not so sure it's a prestige thing to win. They're already the first of the 18, they're going to take over this 2.5 miles. The prestigious Hunter Chase Trophy, purely on wins. Scores on the doors as we go through the weeks. So as they go over the second, it's Dell's Pride. Bounces off in front, and then over the third, Sick Hedge. We'll certainly see some hedges and some railings and such like from Czechoslovakia at the end of the day, as I'll be calling them home for the Padubica, which is the mad steeplechase from the Czech Republic. As they go over that, the fourth, it is still this Dell's Pride that leads here, and then the two Padraig Hogan horses, Teasel Langlow and Blazing Darte, and then Two Tasty Snacks is a little bit wider. Wide is always Highbury Lass. Up against this rail is Impanema D'Amore, and just a length back to Awari Kebab. Oh, we've lost one, and it's Mind Your Head, Mind Your Jumping. Unlucky there, Martin. He's a goner at the fifth. And then just the two at the rear now are Felix Leclerc and Loose Change, but it's still this Dell's Pride, although the field getting closer to him all the time. Highbury Lass, nice and wide. All of horses, we come down to the next, which is the 6, to the water, and we'll get over that comfortably. Dell's Pride, still going to lead them past the winning post, I think. I don't think that's the next last time round, so we just got this one. Oh, and Dell's Pride made a mistake, went straight through the top of it. Shuffles back, allows the grey Teasel Langlow and Highbury Lass to take it up into the 8th. Skip over that nicely. Just at the rear now is Felix Leclerc, but it's Teasel Langlow, the grey, bowls into the first ditch, gets over it well. Slow at the back was Felix Leclerc. 6-year-old, what was I doing, putting a 6-year-old in? Anyway, it's Teasel Langlow that leads by a couple of lengths as Dell's Pride's got himself back up to a position of second. Good jumps there by Impanema D'Amore and Awari Shakabab. We've got Two Tasty Snacks. Well, that will be the kebab. Out wide, Loose Change. And the second Padraig Hogan runner, Blazing Darte. The second Pontypool Racing runners drop to the back is Highbury Lass. It's like Arsenal going for the league. They'll lead for a while and then they just drift away, as they've done on numerous seasons now. You'll get nowhere with that little Spaniard. Anyway, it's Teasel Langlow the grey, still leading us here on this hunter chase. The first of, I think, 3 today. And then we've got the extra race, so 40 national hunt races this week. So as they're coming down to the final 6, I've still got another 7 to take. It's Teasel Langlow from Awari Shakabab and Dell's Pride and Loose Change. And they're lengths back to the one nearest to us, which is Impanema D'Amore. Let's go over the 13th. They're followed through by Two Tasty Snacks, Blazing Darte on the inside. Out wide still is Highbury Lass and Felix Leclerc, doing all he can to get back into it. So as we get to the 14th, Dell's Pride just led briefly there from Teasel Langlow and Awari Shakabab. And Two Tasty Snacks getting closer, Loose Change. Impanema D'Amore and Blazing Darte are all under a little bit of pressure trying to catch this leader. So we're inside the final half mile. As they come down to the next, it's Teasel Langlow, Awari Shakabab and Dell's Pride still running well now. Is Loose Change out wide. They're all over it, but it's this Teasel Langlow still got a 3-length advantage. Loose Change trying to track him down. Awari Shakabab, Dell's Pride doesn't look like it's got a lot left as they get to the 16th, 3 from home. So with just 2 to take, and one of them's the water. It's Teasel Langlow, Awari Shakabab fighting back, and Loose Change. It's these 3 away from the rest, which is just being led by Two Tasty Snacks and Blazing Darte. But it's Teasel Langlo under pressure now from Loose Change and Awari Shukabab as they go over this 17th. The mistake there by Loose Change has cost him his sharp chance, and it's Teasel Langlo into the last with Awari Shukababi. Much better jump by Teasel Langlo. Tiny run in here, and it is going to be Teasel Langlo from Awari Shukabab. Loose Change followed by a right wall of horses challenging for 4th and 5th. So a win there for Pedrick Hogan. He's the first on the scoreboard, goes to the top of the pile with the first Hunter's Chase of the week. Awari Shukabab for Alex was second. Loose Change for Graham Clatterbuck was third. I think Pedrick Hogan's something Darte, Blazing Darte got up for 4th, and Highbury Lass got up for 5th.